What's going on YouTube? Masex back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the top 5 running backs for the 2024 class. Man, I just realized something. It's the 12-month or 1-year anniversary that I posted my first video on this YouTube channel, man. I'm proud that I did this, and it's been really fun for me, man, and it's just another way I can talk sports. Today, like I said, we're going to be looking at the running backs. Keep in mind, these are my top 5. We're going to start with number 5, work our way to the number 1 running back at this moment in time for the 2024 draft class. Also, be sure to like the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, or if you haven't subscribed already, it really means a lot and it really helps the channel grow. We're still on the quest to 1K, man, so let's definitely get that going. And without further ado, let's get to these running backs. And as I always say, let's get things kicked off at number 5. My number 5 running back for the 2024 class is Raheem "Rocket" Sanders out of Arkansas, listed at 6'2", 242 pounds. So Sanders, he's one of my favorite running backs in this class. Definitely having a down year. If you look at the statistics, pretty much every statistic and metric across the board is down. If I look at everything in its totality, all 3 years at Arkansas, I think he honestly has a chance to be one of the best running backs in this class. To me, he has one of the higher ceilings, and that's why I still have him ranked in the top 5. I know you look at a lot of databases, he's falling, and every month he gets lower and lower, but I haven't given up on him. I mean, he has dominant size, crazy size adjusted athleticism. Pound for pound, he probably is the most athletic running back in this class. He's shown the ability to catch, good hands out of the backfield. Like I said, I think he has one of the higher ceilings in this entire class. I think he thrived really well in a zone scheme because he has that combination of vision, decision-making, patience, finds that cutback lane. When he's in the open field as well, man, he's hard to bring down. Like, good luck to the DBs. He breaks a lot of tackles, and just with that size, man, 240-plus pounds, with that type of athleticism, I really think that that'll be a really good combination at the next level. All right, moving on to number 4, we have Trayon Henderson out of Ohio State, listed at 5'10", 212 pounds. Man, Trayon Henderson at one point was one of my favorite players in all of college football. Broke out right away as a true freshman. All-purpose yards, almost 7 yards a carry as a freshman, almost 30 catches out of the backfield in his true freshman year. Had a really down sophomore year. Has rebounded his junior year. And I will say a lot of what you're seeing now with draft grades and where he's mocked has to do with the upside that you just can't ignore more than it actually is production. And that's my opinion. Same thing of why I have him at number 4. There have definitely been more productive running backs that are going to be in this class, but I just feel with the ceiling that Henderson possessed, breaking out right away at 18 years old at a school like Ohio State, I'm not going to take that lightly. He's an all-purpose type of back, I really feel. Can catch out of the backfield, has top-end speed, elusive. He has everything you need. He just needs to be more consistent. That can be a red flag. Did he already peak in college? Those are red flags. But Trayon Henderson, I'm still willing to put him at number 4. And at number 3, I have Blake Corum out of Michigan as my 3rd best running back in this class. Blake Corum is like a lot of people's favorite running back from this class. He has that underdog story. He's the type of guy that you root for. Recently had the press conference post-game after Penn State with a bloody nose. He's just somebody where if you're a teammate, you're going to love him and run through a wall. If you're a coach, he's going to be one of your favorite players to coach. And then as fans, as I mentioned, he's going to be one of your favorite players to watch because he's going to bring his all. Pound for pound, probably the strongest running back in this class. It's rumored that he bench pressed 2 plates, 225 pounds, 30 times. He's somebody that plays much bigger than what you'd expect from his frame. Very thick build. He reminds me of a Jacquizz Rodgers. You'll hear Maurice Jones-Drew get thrown around. Has a lot of potential. Very versatile type of back. I could see him being able to run in a zone scheme or a power man scheme at the next level. With his size, 5'7", 5'8", excellent pad level, you're going to have to be fundamentally sound to wrap him up, because if you're too high, he will run you over. Short area quickness is his skill set, acceleration through the hole. Now, despite his size, he doesn't have the top end speed that you want to see, and even at the next level, I think that may be an even greater concern. I think he's like a 4'5", 4'6" type of 40 guy. But like I said, he makes up with a lot of the other strengths that I talked about. Another concern, he does have a medical history. He is one of the older running backs in this class as well, and he has a lot of tread on his tires. He's been fed the ball at Michigan a lot. Next up, my number 2 running back is Braylon Allen out of Wisconsin. I'd say he's probably the biggest running back in this class, 6'2", 245 pounds. I believe he reclassified in high school, and that's how he got into college a year early at 17 years old, running for over 1,000 yards in the Big Ten. Like I said, should have been a senior in high school, but yet he's putting up numbers in the Big Ten, which is arguably the second best conference in the nation. That's what really struck and impressed me. He's very big, but he's very athletic, kind of like how Derrick Henry was coming out of the draft class. He's not the prospect Derrick Henry was. It's rumored 10-yard shuttle runs that in 1.49 seconds. With his size, unlike, for example, Derrick Henry, he possesses the hands out of the backfield, 27 catches to this point. Not really much of a route runner, but when it comes to screen passes, swing passes out of the backfield, he's more than capable of getting that. And Wisconsin's definitely not known for feeding their running backs in the passing game, you look historically. So to me, that's very impressive. Breaks a lot of tackles is what you'd expect. Somebody that's 250 pounds running the ball. I could see him being at the very least at the next level, short yardage, goal line type of running back. I think that he has the ceiling to be a Pro Bowl type of running back. Like I mentioned, he's one of the younger running backs in this class, and we know that that's imperative for running backs in today's era. You'd expect a guy his size to struggle with wiggle, agility. He's not going to impress anybody in a 3-cone drill. He's not going to evade and elude a lot of defenders, but nonetheless, I think Braylon Allen may have the highest ceiling in this running back class. All right, and that leaves us to my number 1 running back in the class of 2024, and that is none other than Trey Benson out of Florida State. Listed at 6'1", 223. Benson was my number 1 running back, honestly, coming into the season. To me, he has the best combination of skills and traits in this class when we're talking about his size at 220 plus, his speed, possesses top end speed as well, and his agility. He has one of the highest since last year at Florida State, one of the highest broken tackle rates, which is not just a measure of strength, but that's also a measure of agility. He reads blocks very well, finds the cutback lanes, hits 0 to 60 very quickly, and he's also a very good pass protector. He understands the concepts of blitz protection, which is something that a lot of running backs very early on in their NFL careers struggle with, and is a hindrance of them getting on the field, actually. Now, one of the red flags, very lack of receiving production out of the backfield. You never know if it's the combination of the schemes that they're running. There's so many schemes in college, or is it just, okay, he's not the best catcher of his hands. We'll continue to see how this season unfolds, but for right now, Trey Benson is the number 1 running back in this class. All right, and there you have it. These are my top 5 running backs for the 2024 draft class. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe for the support and the help of growing this channel. We're on the road to 1K. Tell me who I left off this list that should be on the list. Tell me who I have on this top 5 that I'm tripping about. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, more than likely, you are wrong and I'm right, but I very much welcome debate. and let's see what you think compared to mine. I want to see your top 5, and we can talk about it in the comment section below. But outside of that, be on the lookout for more top 5 videos from the positions. We're going to be looking at every position on both sides of the ball. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Cheat!